Welcome to PK's classes. Today we will study organophosphate poisoning. So organophosphate compounds are the irreversible inhibitors of the acetylcholine esterase enzyme, and acetylcholine esterase enzyme, this has one anionic site and one esteretic site, and the substrate for this acetylcholine esterase enzyme is acetylcholine, and in previous class we have studied that how acetylcholine binds to this acetylcholine esterase enzyme, and both anionic site and esteretic site both are occupied by acetylcholine. Organophosphates bind only to the esteretic site, and there is covalent binding, irreversible inhibition occurs, okay, through its phosphor atom. So organophosphate by inhibiting this acetylcholine esterase irreversibly, the acetylcholine level, acetylcholine is degraded by acetylcholine esterase, so the acetylcholine level increases. So because of that, the cholinergic symptoms like all the secretions, lacrimation, salivation, okay, and meiosis, bronchoconstriction, bradycardia, hypotension, diarrhea, urination, sweating, all these things occur. So we can call these as the symptoms of organophosphate poisoning. Besides that, CNS actions like convulsions, and there will be also paralysis of the motor functions, and mainly breathing difficulties occur. So these are all symptoms of organophosphate poisoning because of increased cholinergic action. And why? Because the enzyme which degrades acetylcholine is irreversibly inhibited by organophosphate compounds. So how to treat that? First, we can stop all these cholinergic symptoms by using one anticholinergic drug, atropine. Atropine, we can call it antidote for this. But still, since there is irreversible enzyme inhibition by the organophosphate compound, we have to regenerate this enzyme. So we can use cholineesterase reactivators, and those reactivators are mainly oximes, for example Pralidoxime, Obidoxime, diacyl monoxime, okay. So these oximes, they bind to the anionic site, and because this is free, because the organophosphate binds to the only esteretic site, so these oximes bind to the anionic site, and then now because of close proximity with the phosphate group, now they regenerate this enzyme by forming a complex with this phosphate, and this becomes oxime phosphonate, which is soluble. So it is released and the enzyme becomes free. So the enzyme is regenerated and can be the poisoning can be treated. And besides that, all the general supportive measures like artificial respiration, okay, gastric lavage, oxygen administration, and removal of contaminated clothes, all these things can be also done. Thank you.